Welcome to Thought Cops, the only podcast where every week we talk about what's outraging the internet, and then we let you be the judge, we let you be the jury, we let you be the executioner, too, in the court of public opinion. Coming to you live from Neo, Chicago, I'm Officer Kevin.
Oh, I am Officer Grant.
What's up?
Is that part of the song?
No. It's part of the famous Bud Light commercial.
Oh, with the guys on the phone? I remember that commercial.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Let's give a thank you to our guest from last week, Justin Wang. Thank you, Justin, for coming on the show.
Thanks as always.
And we got a new guest. Oh, what the hell am I saying? We got a cacophony of new guests today.
A cornucopia.
We got the freaking Roast Mortem Cast, the Roast Mortem Podcast. We got in the house. We got Cody.
Hello.
We got Tom.
Oi.
We got Travis.
Yeah!
And last but not least, we got Mike.
What's up?
What's up, boys? How the hell are you?
How you guys doing?
Doing good, yeah.
Yeah, how are you guys?
Sweltering. We're just the sweltering men.
Oh, yeah.
How's Chicago right now?
Oh, Chicago's, it's getting hot here.
But it's also cooling down. I don't know what Kevin's talking about. It's now August. We got the August slump, where it's sort of warmish and then it sort of slides into September.
Pro move. I like things that slide. Yeah, pro move. Cool just walk around with your fly undone. There you go. Zip it right down. Get the breeze in there.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, where the hell are you boys at? You're all over the place. Is that right?
Yeah, we used to be on Long Island, all of us, but now me and Mike are just on Long Island. I'm actually neighbors with the Bagel Boss, and Travis just moved to Portland and to go. I don't know. He's trying to be in movies now. I think he's doing porn, and Cody's out in Hawaii helping his dad do high fives and shit.
Oh God,
yeah, some
awesome.
porn too.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, Cody doesn't think Hawaii is that neat though.
Yeah, reach for the stars. You gotta achieve your dreams, is what I'm trying to say.
All important jobs. Do you really live next door to the Bagel Boss?
Mike kind of does.
Yeah, basically.
That's how everyone talks.
Hear that.
Yeah,
on the South Shore of Long Island.
Oh, I hate
could
that
you do us a
aspect
favor?
of Long Island.
Grant really wants to fight the Bagel Boss.
Yeah.
So,
I saw that fucking clip
You
of
just
him
on Instagram. I'm sure he'll agree
yeah,
with
it'd
it.
be easy. That tall guy that's in the video with him, I'm probably an extra 6 inches on that guy. And I'm not just talking about my dick.
You would roll him by accident. He's very small. Keep that in mind,
Yeah.
You're way sensitive about it, Tom.
Look, maybe I was just trying to compliment Grant's size, but the guy's small.
Yeah, the saddest part, he was getting a flagel. You know what I mean? Not even a real man. Not even getting, a poppy.
Yeah, his tiny mouth couldn't open all the way up for a full-sized bagel.
Well, did you guys see the clip of him shadow boxing on Stern?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's embarrassing. It's so bad.
Do you want to pinch his cheeks after watching it?
He's like... No one does this with Warwick Davis. Like, he was in Willow and he was fighting people with swords and no one was going, oh, it's so funny, it's so weak looking. It's like, oh, he's cute and he's a Hollywood actor. Like, leave Bagel Boss alone.
No,
Justice
fuck
for
with
Bagel Boss.
Fuck him.
I stand with Bagel Boss now.
All right.
Are you gonna make a video where you're crying profusely behind a curtain, telling people to leave Bagel Boss alone?
Timely
I definitely
reference.
will. I'm definitely going to. I'm going to tell them, leave Bagel Boss alone.
Jesus. Well, I'm going to hold you to that. So you guys got a really great podcast. I bounced around a couple of different episodes. Tell us all about some of the what you're doing, and I think more importantly some of the interesting things you've uncovered by doing the podcast.
A lot of incest. A lot of people you love.
I was going to lead with that too.
Are incestual.
I believe it.
There's a lot of cousin poking, a lot of daughter poking. Actually, you didn't have any daughter poking?
No, we haven't had any daughter poking yet, but
right.
I think I have one on the horizon with a bit of a daughter poking situation.
Yeah,
Anyone who's listening doesn't know our podcast. We talk shit about dead people.
Yeah,
right. We've got to explain that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's history, but awful.
Yeah, but that's this is the way, you know, we got these Gen Zers or Zoomers as they're called, who they're sitting in school, they got their fidget spinners and they got their fucking iPhones and iPads and floss. They're floss dancing all the time. And that's like honestly a really good way to, I think, get anybody interested in history. Like one of my favorite TV shows right now is Drunk History, because it's like, hey, you're learning something, but it's really fucking entertaining. And it seems to be sort of like along the same vein of like, hey, you're learning, you know, detailed histories about these dead people's lives, and they're all fucking scumbags. Everybody's a scumbag, I've learned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few that were... We've started research on some and just like couldn't do an episode on them. Not because they weren't interesting, just because we couldn't talk shit. Yeah, we felt really bad. Like, listen to the Janis Joplin episode if you want to hear an example of us scraping for shit. Because she was just like a poor, tormented woman. And by the end of that one, we were all real sad.
See,
so Janis Joplin is not canceled, you're saying?
Well, I don't care. You can cancel all you want. I don't like whatever, you know. But to me, I'm doing this research. I'm reading this book, and I'm going, this is awful.
We put in a lot of research, but I think by the end of our episodes, we probably roll for what, Tom? Like 2 or 3 hours? By the end of it, I can't remember any of my research. All of the good learning I did, all the reading, all the hours, out the window.
Then you put it out into the world, and then, you know, people do with it what they will.
Yeah, it's like a dick pic in a bottle.
I've had a couple people say something to me, either on Twitter or something, about what was said during the podcast, and I don't remember it because we're drinking the whole time.
Oh, yeah. It's just like...
all the jokes are off the cuff. We don't really write any jokes. It's just the history bits.
Yeah. So in addition to the drinking, you guys, on the most recent episode, we're trying to get sponsored by beer brand Narragansett. Reminds me, we're trying right now to get sponsored by Malort here in Chicago.
Yeah, Malort. That's fine.
Yeah, they haven't responded to us, but
what, Malort? I never even heard of that. What kind of beer is it?
It's a
wormwood-based schnapps.
Yep.
Oh, you guys want to fuck what you record, don't you?
Not much fucking is done on Malort, I don't believe.
Really?
Yeah.
It's vile.
It's a soft liquor? Soft party liquor?
It's 30% or so, but it's just it's gross. It tastes like if you threw a grapefruit into the street and then put earwax on it and tried to wash it off with hand sanitizer. That's what it tastes like.
It's actually
why do you guys want to drink that?
He's exaggerating. It's actually quite good.
All right.
It's very notoriously terrible.
And you're trying to get sponsored by it by calling it notoriously terrible. I see. I got you.
They know what they did.
When something tastes that bad, just butt chug it. Easy. No taste buds in your butthole.
It sounds the same through the microphone when you butt chug, so you never know what we're doing over here.
Thank God there's no taste buds in my asshole.
Right?
Maybe I'll just take a second and appreciate that maybe intelligent design, maybe not too bad of a theory.
I have a feeling that's going to be brought up on our podcast a few more times now. All right.
Whose asshole was that?
It was a hole of mine. I'm not going to say which one.
Yeah, so other than that, any other favorite episodes you guys have done, or any interesting factoids you want to toss out into this universe of lore?
I'm sorry, we forget that we're on a different podcast because our podcast also has lots of tangents. We don't really deliver a point besides what's on the script most of the time. I don't know, like Mike, you just did the ODB one, and it's pretty funny to find out that he put like gauze around his penis.
Oh yeah, that was pretty gnarly.
Yeah,
what's going on with that?
Well, he loved to fuck so much that he had like these like crazy STDs that he would just wrap like gauzes around his dick and then still go in on it. And he also saved a child from a burning car, though, which is also pretty like a hero trait, you know?
Yeah, we're definitely not canceling ODB. No, he saved a child.
Man, that's pretty heroic.
Dude, I don't care. I probably save like 8 children a day.
Really?
Inadvertently?
I don't know. Like it's butterfly effect, you know?
I don't think that's what the butterfly effect is, but
dude, it totally is. That's how you butterfly it.
Travis submits like 2 box tops, and it's just like, oh, I saved 8 children today.
Butterfly effect.
Let me have my little victories, my little butterfly victories.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite little factoids I learned on your guys' I think most recently released episode, the Charlie Chaplin one, is that he invented the tramp stamp.
Oh yes,
because he was the first person to pull out.
Yeah, but
he never did that
again. He really learned it in his 50s. You know, most really great thinkers don't do anything until they're in their 50s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he only pulled out then.
I think one of you guys mentioned drunk history before, and I remember they did an episode on Benjamin Franklin, and I always knew that he was kind of a scumbag, but we one of the ones I researched, we did a 2-parter on Ben Franklin, and that guy was a piece of shit. I never really knew how much of a dick he was, but like to his son, his own children, he didn't like America. He like fucking hated America. He's like, oh, I'll just be in France, you know, it's cool.
he actually like helped form America based on like a petty display in House Parliament. It's pretty interesting that one of our forefathers had. I don't know. It's funny just hearing people talk about forefathers in general, and then you do research on Ben Franklin, and he basically was like, I'm going to start this country to show you fucking assholes. You understand?
They're all so highly venerated, and then you look into their lives, and it's like they're all like, all of the founding fathers were drunk all of the time because alcohol consumption was like through the fucking roof. Yeah, and they were all like terrible aristocrats who fucking sold slaves and shit like that. And then people are like, oh, but they constructed the country, and it's like they were assholes.
And we still listen to all of the rules like it's the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only like 5 of them were above like 25. The rest of them were like just bros, like chugging, you know.
Oh yeah,
fucking,
a bunch of chads made this country.
It's like fuck Constitution, bro. I don't know. We get more money that way, dude.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of frat boys writing a piece of paper that 200 years from now, 70-year-old veterans are going, you gotta see what these frat boys did.
They were all geniuses.
And they didn't even laminate it, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah,
they had the wisdom to invent the Electoral College to make sure that slaves didn't get votes. Thanks, guys.
Good.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Why don't we get to some news?
Fuck yeah, let's do it. We got a live show coming up very soon with the Stereos Kokonos.
This upcoming this next Thursday.
And a little update on that one. Should I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's going to be a Thought Cops episode entirely.
Yeah.
So it'll be come out to that. It's going to be Asterios and I think Sriracha as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to just we're just going to do an episode of Thought Cops on stage.
I think Asterios didn't want to put together a show.
You guys do it. Hey, we'll do it.
We'll do your show.
All right. So yeah, if you're local to Chicago, or if you're not, get a fucking plane ticket and come out here because
we're doing Thought Cops.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're doing it with the loudest man alive.
No PA necessary.
Oh my God.
We don't even know if there's going to be one there.
There is.
All right. I think that's everything. Why don't we
move on to some 2 minutes of hate. Favorite, very famous segment of the show where, you're scrolling online, you're on the internet, you're spinning that wheel on your computer mouse, or maybe you got some grease on your fingers, you're scrolling on your phone, and you're thinking to yourself, why do I do this to myself? Every day I go on Twitter and I get mad. So that's what the show's for, to get that stuff off your chest. So I'll begin. My 2 minutes of hate this week is the cafeteria table meme. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
Yes. Very poorly thought out meme.
No, I haven't seen
it. It's so convoluted. All right? You got the classic setup. All right? We've all been to school, right?
Mm-hmm. Nah.
We've all been to a cafeteria, right?
Dude, I'm in a cafeteria. Yeah, I've definitely been in the cafeteria. I know what that is.
I love cafeterias.
Cool. You're in one right now, right?
Yeah.
Travis majored in cafeteria.
So then I don't want to explain this to you, but to all of our listeners who may not be experts on the subject, a cafeteria is filled with lunch tables, and they're all segregated. That's kind of how it was in school. There's different types of people sitting at different types of tables.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the whole meme is there's all these different categories, or there's like it's basically pick the thing you like. It's so simple. It's just like pick the thing you like.
Multiple choice.
Dumbed down. Yeah, it's dumbed down to like
mozzarella sticks.
It's like, what table are you going to sit at? And it's like we're adults. Like,
yeah, it's very sloppily fucking
people who are like 30 years old who are just like, hey, what table are you going to sit at? The Rocco's Modern Life table or the Invader Zim table? And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, just ask me which cartoon I like better. We don't have to like make this more childish than it already is.
I feel actually like that harkens back to the whole like all the Disney characters and like which one of your friends are like that.
Oh yeah, tag your friends.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I was going to say on Twitter, there's
from Friends. Are you Ross or are you fucking Rachel?
Oh yeah, I was going to say
fucking Rachel.
Oh,
I'm the guy who clapped in the theme song.
Oh wow, that was you. That's fast.
That's me. I got the hands for it.
I was going to say there's already Twitter poll functionality built into the platform, so you don't need to use this meme template to say where you going to sit. You can just literally do ABCD, which is your favorite thing, and be done with it instead of cluttering my feed.
I thought it was going to be about school lunch at first. I had never heard about this meme before. So I thought it was like share your favorite school lunch.
Mike, it is nothing what you imagine.
I always feel so envious of people that have no idea what we're talking about.
That's why I love Mike so much.
Yeah.
It's pure of heart, pure of mind.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Just want to pinch his cheeks, all four of them.
Just a good buddy who's always there.
Like a good neighbor.
So my punishment for this cafeteria table meme is, I don't know, get a life. Just kidding.
That sounds like a reward.
Your punishment is...
You put about as much effort into that punishment as the people who invented the cafeteria meme put into the cafeteria meme.
That's what they deserve.
It's
get
suiting.
A life.
Yeah.
Get some friends. Get some friends. Get a life.
Get a hobby.
I don't know. What if they're uncomfortable or anxious about talking to people?
That's cool, man. Okay, and also your
cruel.
Addendum to the punishment is you got to eat the cafeteria food
in the bathroom by yourself.
In the bathroom by yourself.
Make him eat the table, man.
Eat the fucking table.
Some of my fondest memories of high school burritos was alone in a bathroom stall.
Wait, was that going in
was
or
that by
coming
choice
out?
or was that... Yeah.
Oh, well, there were some tears. I will admit. I'm a real man can admit when there's tears when he's eating a burrito.
That's true.
That doesn't answer the question.
Yeah, which hole?
Which hole? Is that the question?
Yeah, which hole?
You gotta leave some mystery in your life, or else you're just come on.
Fair point.
Gotcha.
All right, so let's just bullet time through these. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Can I go first? I want to go first.
Go first.
Yes, you can.
Okay, this isn't something necessarily on Twitter, but this is something I fucking see on YouTube, and it fucking burns my noodle, burns my fucking dangler, real good, real bad. And it's a trend that has to do with the thumbnails on the platform, and I like to call this issue facially exaggerated clickbait engagement screen caps. Now, that's a fucking mouthful. So we'll just acronym it to feces. It's easier on the tongue. So you've seen this. You've seen this. This is when a YouTuber trumps up their facial expression in their thumbnails just to get their engagement numbers up. And I've split it into two categories. You have the shocked O face, or you have the constipated agony face. There's two sides to the coin. And the fucking video genders. Title... Yeah, there you go.
Only two genders of face.
Only two here. And like the fucking title will be something like, "You won't believe which weekday comes after Tuesday," and I feces abusers need to conjure some self-respect and just try podcasting like us boys, like us fucking men.
All right.
I want to come on record and say some of these guys in these thumbnails, they got faces for radio. So
yeah,
maybe stick to podcasting.
Like, you have no business.
Looking a little light in the loafers. You know what I mean?
Faces for stone tablets.
Yeah. So
better.
My 2 minutes of hate are feces abusers on YouTube.
It's disgusting.
Cool.
You're welcome.
All right. Who else?
Do I got to punish them?
Somebody
I want to give them Botox in their face.
You want to give them Botox?
Botox.
You gonna use cement like that bitch that put it in her butt and then like died because she had cement in her butt? You ever hear about that?
No, somehow I missed
a while ago, right?
Yeah, this was a while ago. There was some woman who, instead of using Botox, she did an at-home remedy and just used concrete in her butt, injected it in her butt, and obviously died from, whatever the hell's in concrete in your butt.
Concrete overdose?
Yeah,
there you go. That's not what butts feel like.
So you're just going to give these nerds Botox?
I'm going to give them like super Botox. All over, injections? so they can't fucking emote on my YouTubes.
They're all just gonna look like that guy who puts on makeup. What is his name? James something. You're just gonna make a bunch more of those fucking assholes.
Have you guys seen Simon Cowell lately?
No, what's he up to?
Yeah, I think I saw that on someone's Twitter. I think it was yours. Like someone posted a picture.
Very
of his
scary.
Face.
You got Botox?
Yeah.
Well, but it's just like it's like some Native American man just like put his palm on Simon's forehead and smushed down, and it stayed like.
Yeah, he was on Twinder and someone swiped down instead of left or right.
He looks permanently stoned and plastic.
His eyes are cavernous.
Candle from Beauty and the Beast.
It's
just melting.
Yeah. Have you guys talked about the guy who invented kombucha?
No.
Okay. I would add that to my thing, but I already got something planned. But there's a dude, if you look it up, like Forps on YouTube, the inventor of kombucha, like Forps put out the video. This dude is the most plastic surgery, the most cringy fucking video I have ever seen.
It's hilarious.
Definitely worth checking out.
I got to peep into that.
Yeah, me too.
Did he inject kombucha, or is it honest to goodness like silicone?
It's probably kombucha, yeah, or like I don't know, eagle shit because he's walking around with an eagle at his house.
What?
Or an owl or something.
This is why I'm glad I don't drink that shit. I don't fucking trust it, and now knowing that there's weird shit going on with the inventor of it, fuck it. Not drinking that shit.
We saved Grant's life today.
Yeah.
Who's up next? Who's got some hate?
Trav, you want to go or you want me to go?
I could go. I mean, basically,
you seem excited.
All right, so I just have a problem with the internet in general, and basically, it started when they took down GeoCities because no one asked me if they could take down my DBZ fucking GIF page that I made in 3rd grade. Still trying to look for it, dude. So I mean, fuck. Without GeoCities, what is the internet? This is pretty much done. Pretty much over.
Is it for sure like all gone?
Yeah, if you go there,
no, it's not all gone. It's
gotta be somewhere.
You just forgot your URL.
No, dude, you can't even look up your GeoCities.
Travis.
I spent so much time with Mr. Perry, fucking doing my DBZ fucking website. This was gonna make me big bucks.
I found my old Angel Fire website from like 6th grade. This is like 2002. And if you can find it, more power to you. But there is still it was Sprite Comics.
Ooh.
If you know, it was like those like 2D video game Sprite comics. I would take the assets from the game and like make comics out of it. So if you can find it,
good.
Not really, no. So if you can find it, I'll,
really bad.
Yeah,
intolerable
they're not great.
ones.
But if you can find it, the first person to do it, I will send you free Thought Cop stickers.
Ooh,
so
cool.
Do it.
So my punishment is just shut down the internet because GeoCities doesn't exist.
For all of us?
Yeah, well, why the fuck? There's no point. What? No point to go on anymore. I want to see my Dragon Moon X sites.
We have Travis,
it's so
we have
crazy,
a podcast
man.
that lives on the internet.
Think about how hard it used to be to publish stuff on the internet. Like that was with the help of my older cousin who was like super tech savvy. Otherwise, I never would have been able to do that. And just the idea, like how hard it was to put anything online.
You used to have to code your own MySpace pages.
Yeah, I mean, even before that, it was just like GeoCities, Angel Fire. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Jeez.
And
Porn
today's,
only lasted 3 seconds. That was hard. Hard days.
Have to jerk off to 30-second long trailers.
Oh man.
Yep.
I saw that shit on my PSP.
What?
Oh, yeah?
Wait,
Back in
porn?
the day. Yeah, like the 30-second trailers on the PSP.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mike just jerking it in the back of the school bus.
It was on the go.
Jesus Christ.
Who's next with some hate for us?
I'll go. So something I hate because I keep seeing it on the internet is people who take songs and do metal covers of them.
Okay, yeah.
I hate that shit. Like people covering Cascada, fucking Baby Shark song, and this whole fucking YouTube page, Leapfrog Studios.
Uh-oh.
Like I'm on YouTube, I'm looking up Gore Grind, and it's like recommended for you, Toto. Yeah, fuck yourself.
Oh, no.
Honestly, fuck yourself blind if you do that with your time.
Is it your
That's like a
punishment?
joke. My punishment, classic for me, pushed up the stairs. You do that, publish it. I'm pushing you up the stairs. It hurts way more.
Takes way longer, too.
Yeah. Fuck those people.
Oh man.
All right, we have one more?
Mike, what do you got?
Yeah.
Before...
Something that I hate would have to be like a serious Instagram boomerang.
Oh,
yes. Okay.
They're terrible.
Something about that just makes me like cringe. I don't know.
I've never
There's
seen
no
a good one.
punchline.
Yeah, I mean, there's ever a good boomerang.
Yeah. There is no
I will
good
say
one.
over time, I haven't seen as many boomerangs.
Thank God.
They seem to have
Died down, yeah.
mostly died down, but once in a while, I'm like, these suck.
Just
like,
record a normal video.
Kinda
Just put
cringy.
that up.
Yeah, but now they're replaced with all the face filters, which I don't know if those are worse.
I like the face filters.
Oh,
They're
come
fine.
on, Mike.
You fucking
I
would,
would.
Mike.
I would say, I mean, now I would say even worse. Maybe we have TikTok.
It's like the ultimate cringe.
I don't even know what that is. And
You're lucky.
I'm into my ignorance.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, that must be nice.
There's, I think one of my favorite TikToks is like this one, I'm assuming woman who's wearing this backwards cap, and you know how you can like put things into sync with the music you're listening to, and she's completely off, and it's really bad.
Oh, no.
Can't even lip sync correctly.
It's like, yep, this is good enough to upload.
Oh, God.
I mean, you think about the worst thing to go to as an adult is a child's lip sync. And you've just made an app that's essentially that. And everyone has to watch it when they're scrolling through their fucking Instagram or whatever. It pops up everywhere.
Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.
No.
Jesus.
So yeah, it's bad. It sucks.
Yeah,
But
it's cringy.
see, that's at least for boomerangs, there's no sound.
That is true.
Oh, I didn't know that. But it would make sense.
You can also pour like Narragansett beer all over your phone, and the sound will stop.
Yeah, you could do that.
There you go. Yeah, that's a great use for Narragansett.
Great for destroying your technology.
Oh, yeah.
Gets into all the circuits, especially the liver.
Narragansett, keeping you ignorant.
Narragansett.com/Roast Mortem Cast for a error 404 page.
Yeah. That's my favorite site on the internet.
All right, Grant, on that note, what's your 2 minutes of hate?
Let's see. Got this big list here. Let me just let me pick one of them.
You had all this time.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Are you guys
cops.
actually the cops?
yeah. That's I hit the button. It went off on accident. I feel like this is maybe a more recent thing. This viral footage of news anchors losing their shit at obvious at obvious idiots who call into news stations to complain that severe weather warnings interrupted their game. Have you guys seen any
sports broadcast?
I would say. I was going to say this doesn't seem recent. This seems more like a 2006 internet thing, where internet newscaster, or like not internet, but newscaster goes ballistic.
It certainly happened back then, but I feel within the past couple months, there's been a couple more that have gone viral. Where
I can remember like 2 at least in the last few months.
Yeah, and it's very fucking self-righteous. Like, I get it. You're doing your job. I don't care. You know,
no.
I'm over here. I'm watching porn or whatever the fuck. I'm going to Tumblr, and it's down. It doesn't even work.
You can't watch porn on Tumblr.
I know. That's why I'm so frustrated. And then I'm scrolling through Twitter, and then there's this video of this guy, you know, this fucking hick from whatever fucking state. Doesn't matter. It's all the same one. And they're, I didn't like how you took the game off the TV to warn me that my house was currently being destroyed. And then this fucking guy who lives in the same state as this toothless moron who got a fucking degree from Columbia University or whatever the fuck, who has a completely different accent, even though they're from the same area for whatever reason, go
block to block.
You all, I have to explain, you know, the purpose of why we do this and the fact that we're out here saving lives. And it's like, shut the fuck up. So fucking self-righteous.
Sucks.
Just do it. Just don't answer your fucking voicemail. How about that?
It'd be doing Darwinism a favor if they just let those go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the flood happen.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Let the tornado come, take their house away.
It's just annoying to me.
No,
I mean, when you're talking about
annoying.
When you're talking about news anchors, though, they're all just trying to be the best. And I'm talking about Professor Bill O'Reilly, right here from Long Island, New York. Number 1 in news.
Woo! William O'Reilly?
Yeah, I mean, it got real quiet after I said that.
Yeah, deservedly.
I can hear the crickets in the background.
Did you guys see Bill O'Reilly's podcast?
No.
Bill O'Reilly's got
competition?
a podcast right now. Yes.
Are they sponsored by Narragansett?
I don't think so, but it's very it's just like an old man in his basement yelling about fucking young people. It's
awesome.
Great.
It's like somehow way worse and way more out of touch than his Fox News show even was.
Well,
that's impressive.
He's got no one else in the room. He doesn't have interns that he has to like be cool around, you know? Because who else is he gonna sneak by briskly and have touch his penis by accident as the clipboard folds by their arms slowly?
Well, I mean, he used to have to go into the city, which is slightly bohemian. Now he just can stay behind his gated fucking South Shore house. You know what I mean?
It's actually a tower in the center of Chaminade campus.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
an observatory.
School. Yes.
Yeah. So these news anchors that lose their shit over obvious idiots. Here's a punishment, and I think this will be an appropriate punishment. Talk in your normal voice. Don't put on this fucking voice that you have to do in order to engage with a wider audience across all the spectrum of the continental United States.
Even though
you're not allowed to do that anymore.
It's only
just
broadcast
talk like
in Oklahoma anyway.
Yeah. What? You can't all have the same accent. You're from different parts of the country.
Yeah.
Talk like you talk.
Don't be genuine.
Talk.
No, no more news anchor voice.
That's education, though. They should do that, but it's education, you know? Like, that's not a punishment. That's just like, I'm letting it down.
Yeah, well, now they can't be so fucking elitist and self-righteous.
Tommy?
Yeah, no, that's true. It's a good point. I agree with you.
Tom, you trying to read Rainbow shit?
You can always push them down the same stairs, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. All right, let's move on here to our top stories of the week. So if you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, every week we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories, and then we sentence each perpetrator to a cruel and often very unusual punishment. So let's get to the big sucker this week. All right, there's there's a new slur in town.
Okay.
Wee woo.
That's right. This town ain't big enough for the slur of us. So that made no sense. But anyway, there was a new racial slur. Have you guys heard about this?
I think I know where you're going.
What is it?
Right.
Are you going to say it? Are you going to say it?
There's a. I want to.
Yeah, we can't say it. It's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I am not of this specific ethnicity, but I'm going to say it anyway because I'm brave.
You brave man.
I will. It's the F word. It's not the F word that you're thinking of. Probably. It's not one of the few that we already have. This is all right. This hurts.
Well,
I'm not Italian, so I'm going to just say it. Fuck it. Fredo.
I am sorry. We're from Long Island. Fredo.
Pasta or some shit?
You think Italians have feelings?
So,
I mean, they have one feeling.
Is it hungry?
which is
I was gonna say pure unbridled anger, but
okay, yeah.
hanger. So,
yes.
CNN news anchor Chris Cuomo got called Fredo in public, and he went the hell off.
And it's hilarious.
So, real quick, if you want to pull up, we'll put it in the chat.
I will. Yeah, I'll drop this in the chat so you guys can all.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Chris Cuomo. Oh my God.
Guy sucks.
Yeah, he does.
I thought that's who you were.
No, punk ass bitches from the right call me Fredo. My name is Chris Cuomo. I'm an anchor on CNN. But Fredo is from The Godfather. He was that weak brother.
Isn't that your
And
brother?
they use it as an Italian aspersion. Any of you Italian? Are you Italian? It's a fucking insult to your people. It's an insult to your fucking people. It's like the N-word for us. Is that a cool fucking thing?
You're much more Italian person than you seem to be on television.
Yeah, totally.
If you want to play, then we'll fucking play. If you got something you want to say about what I do on television, then say it. But don't be call me a
Hey
fucking
man,
insult.
hey, listen.
What?
I don't want any problems.
Yeah, you're gonna have a big fucking problem.
What's the
It's a
problem?
little different on TV. Don't fucking insult me like that.
I didn't insult you. I
Fuck
asked
you,
you.
call me Fredo.
no.
It's like I call you punk bitch. You like that? You want that to be your nickname?
I didn't call you
Oh,
that.
shit.
Call me Fredo. You know my name's not fucking
I
Fredo.
thought your name was.
You did not think my name was fucking Fredo. Don't be a liar.
I thought
You want to be a man, stand up like a man.
I'm standing up,
You
man.
want to be a man, I'm
Yeah,
here.
I'm standing
Then
up.
fucking own it. Then own what you
Listen,
said.
man, hey.
Then own what you said.
Listen,
Take
man,
them-
I don't
yeah,
have
what?
a problem with you,
Yeah,
man.
you're gonna have a fucking problem.
What? What are you gonna do about it?
I'll fucking ruin
Do
your
something
shit.
then.
I'll
Do
fucking
something.
throw you down these stairs. Why? So you can find
Oh my
He
goodness.
needs to throw him off the stairs.
Take a swing. Want to call me Fredo? Take a fucking swing.
I'm not gonna swing
Take
at
a fucking swing. Watch your
This is
fucking
a
hands.
typical
Watch your
Long
hands.
Island
Watch your
fight.
fucking hands. Take a
Yeah.
swing. No, come on, boy.
These are Long Island adults in their natural habitat. A wine tasting, apparently.
I'll fucking wreck your shit. I'll fucking wreck your shit.
They never throw
You
fists.
didn't know what you were doing when
I
you
thought
called
it
me
was your
Fredo?
name,
You
man.
know.
I thought it was your name.
You didn't know, right? Hey, you didn't know what you were saying, right?
Oh my goodness. Look at that good Samaritan.
Is it really an Italian curse word?
No.
Hey, look at all these cameras.
We're going to discuss that right fucking now. Right? Don't you worry.
I mean, for what?
You're
You
in
call me
for it.
fucking Fredo?
You're in for it.
You call me Fredo?
All right.
Wow!
Jesus.
Shout out to those guys for listening to the. They were listening to
that was
Wall of
funny.
Voodoo in the background. But yeah, what the hell? Okay, let's moment of
So
silence because
that was at the St. Rocco's Festival over in Oyster Bay. Yeah, it's great sausage and peppers. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Just like Nona used to make.
you know a lot of people are upset about this because culturally we've become a lot more sensitive over the last several years. There's a lot of things you can't say or a lot of things you shouldn't say to we're all trying to be cool with each other. But the one thing we had after all of this, the last thing we all had was the ability to still make fun of Italian people.
Oh, yeah.
And now
Not as long as Bagel Boss is still kicking.
Yeah, right.
and now there's an N-word for them too.
Kicking with those very, very small little legs that he has.
Those Cotton Hill legs.
Yeah.
I mean, there already was one, but I'm not going to say that one on the show.
No, Fredo's not an insult.
They got a
So
new
what
one
about
here.
Alfredo? Alfredo's okay?
Yeah,
That's
guys,
delicious.
we're sorry for taking over your show. There's 4 of us. We're real mean.
No,
Well, they're from
tangent away. This is
from Long Island. It's how
all
it is,
content, and we need the experience. When I said experience, I held my fingers together up in the air.
It's true.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, well, that is very Long Island.
Yeah.
You know, he's obviously not actually offended. You're just taking ground to fuck with someone.
Well, that's the thing. If you're on Long Island, if you're in their natural habitat, these Fredos, you will see that the Fredo will never actually fight anyone. They will puff their chest up. They will push, bump each other's chest. Oh, you gonna start with me? What? You gonna start? Throw something at me, dude. Throw something at
nipple
me.
rubbing.
Yeah, it's all nipple rubbing.
Yeah, I've seen
it's
it.
usually the girlfriend that throws the first blow.
Yeah, the girlfriends are nuts, man. Italian girls.
Crazy.
Cindy, no, fucking Cindy. Come on. He hit me.
Hold my hoops.
But so are we trying to get down to whether this is a cuss word or not?
Yeah. As he said in the video, it's a reference to The Godfather. Fredo was the dumber brother in the movies or series.
But for context, he's a rat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a rat. So he's calling him a rat. He's not calling him like
Tom, you're being a Fredo.
If you're a public figure, it doesn't matter what the term is. Like, oh, you're a rat. You're on CNN, correct? You're on rat. You're like whatever. I don't know. Sorry, I'm drunk, but I swear to God, there's nothing derogatory about that. Yeah, I've been called Jew kike like my whole life, and I've never even thought to be angry about it. You just
it's
throw
just
it
something you forget to do when you're called, your racial slur of what's the word I'm looking for? Not of choice, but your respective racial slur. Just forget you were called that.
It's
He
weird.
took the low road.
Yeah,
because he was being a rat in that moment. He knew it was being filmed.
He saw the camera,
and he took the SJW route. Which is just like the wrong route. It
was being entitled via offense. And it's just okay.
And his father's fucking Mario Cuomo. I mean, that guy is like loaded. He's the mayor of New York. Yeah. Mario Cuomo. He used to like in the 80s, I think.
Yeah, and his brother's the governor.
Yeah, his brother's the governor.
He's fucking Fredo. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let him have it.
Literally and figuratively. Yeah, and like out of all the slurs that I've heard, and I've heard a lot of slurs growing up. I've never heard like Fredo being used as like maybe it's more like New York thing or something.
So I've never heard that before.
I think I might have told this story on the show before, so forgive me, any loyal listeners, if I have and you've already heard it.
What about when we all watched Gotti?
No,
it's kind of similar to that.
When I was in middle school.
Oh yeah, this is Google verifiable, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm not going to dox myself too much, but the middle school I went to, it's like in 6th or 7th grade, they put on a play called "Forget About It."
Oh.
Which was it was about a bunch of Italians and the mafia and stuff like that, and all these Italian people got super offended, and the news was like swarming our school for weeks. Like interviewing the teacher, like the fucking drama teacher. He just was like some improv student dropout. He's like, I'm just trying to have fun, man. I'm sorry. And so
when you pull over the Throgs Neck Bridge into Brooklyn, there's a sign that says, "Welcome to Brooklyn. Forget about it." Like
I've seen it. Yeah,
well, that's a real sign. Like
we're talking about the Chicago suburbs here, so it's not exactly. I don't know.
I know, it's just so bizarre to me because like all the shit I see on the internet about being offended and shit, like that doesn't really happen on Long Island. It happens at like colleges in the city, Purchase College and shit like that. But it's just who gives a shit out here?
Forget about it.
Fucking Wild West.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
I'm sorry. Forget about it. My mistake.
Yeah,
easy,
appropriate.
Easy with that hard R.
So, also, as a side note, growing up all Jewish, Italians love Jews. They see him, they're like, "We want a friend. Let's
Peas in a pod."
Yeah. If I called him Fredo, he'd be like, "Sit down with me and my family."
Me familia.
So I got a punishment here.
Yeah.
Chris Cuomo leaves the venue to walk to his car, but as soon as he starts his car,
oh no!
kablooey!
A marinara explosion.
And that's that.
Is it? I'm just remembering this now, but this is the second time Chris Cuomo has said something is like the N-word to him.
Do you know what else?
Yeah. If you remember, this was like a year or two ago, closer to when we started the podcast. Chris Cuomo said that fake news is like the N-word for journalists.
Oh no.
This guy loves pointing out how he can be personally the victim of the N-word.
This white guy.
This guy loves the N-word.
I'm not fucking
and
white,
really
I'm
wants to
Italian.
be called it.
Yeah.
He sounds like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
loves the N-word.
Yeah, loves
on
it.
The Sopranos, Tony Soprano was like, with the Italians, we were the original N-words, which is untrue.
Huh.
But
Yeah, because
they're the new ones, apparently, so.
The Irish say the same thing sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, the Irish had a rough time over here in New York City, and that's why we have all those Irish need not apply signs that are just like, oh, look at this fun time that once happened
You
here.
remember that?
Did you ever see Gangs in New York? Martin Scorsese did it.
I love that documentary.
I think Chris Cuomo should get a new show on Netflix called Italian is the New Black.
Oh, wow. I like that.
That's great. I really like that. Oh, wonderful.
Does
Or
anyone
his,
remember that? Does anyone remember that John Mulaney bit? Where if it's like,
yeah.
if there's two bad words and you're unwilling to say one of them, aka Fredo and the N-word, the one you're
That's the
unwilling to
bad
say
word.
is the worst word.
Yeah.
That's a good metric, I guess. It works.
Speaking of things that work, has anybody seen that new Rocco's Modern Life Netflix special?
I saw the trailer for it a while ago.
I saw that.
I sat at his table in the cafeteria.
Oh,
yeah?
lovely.
with Doug and Invader Zim. So yeah, I actually watched it right before I came over here today.
Rocco's Modern Life.
It was good. It was
trailer?
good. I mean, it was. I watched the whole thing. I watched the trailer, then I watched the special.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's a Netflix original, and it was cool because that was one of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid. And
Do they have the old episodes too?
only this. I think it's just the new special, but I could be wrong.
How much 90s kid pandering do they do?
Enough?
Not a whole lot. I'm like, there's a lot of references to like different episodes, like a lot of visual gags and stuff like that. Like they got really, really big man with the nipples. But the big thing, the big takeaway everybody has from this is one of the characters who was on the show. The premise of the show is Rocco, Filbert, and Heifer and Spunky were in space for the last 20 years. On a rocket, like the rocket hit their house, and then they were stuck in space. So then they got shot back to Earth, but it's in the year 2019. Where he's like, I don't think we're in the 90s anymore, which is not really an Australian accent and more of a Long Island accent. So I apologize if I offended you boys.
You call me Fredo?
Well,
you call me Fredo?
No, I called you a fucking Rocco.
Oh.
You could really try it out on us. Go for it.
Yeah.
We got nothing to be offended about.
Can I?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, give me a sec. Hey, Fredo.
Oh.
Oh, I gotta tell my cousin about this. What you just said about this right here, right now.
Oh my God. You insult my papa?
That's very funny.
You insult my Papa John? You insulting him?
I got to be honest, boys. I kind of liked how that felt.
Yeah, man. Just let it out, dude.
Yeah.
Give me a call anytime.
I hope you're happy.
Give me a hard app.
Give me your. I'll text you guys. Just
This is how young men in America become radicalized.
exactly.
These types of podcasts.
So Rocco's Modern Life. The whole thing is they get shot back to Earth. It's 2019. The whole theme of the whole theme of it. It's like a parody of reboots, kind of. The whole theme of it is change, and things are different now. So they. The favorite cartoon they had was.
I gotta say, I'm glad that they took that angle because it is egregious. The amount of like, hey, remember the '80s? Remember the '90s?
Yeah.
We're bringing all of it back.
But
Because we got nothing else.
the big heads, their neighbors, their son had this cartoon called the Fat Heads and stuff, and that's what they were all obsessed with. So they came back, and the Fat Heads aren't on the air anymore. So they go on a journey to find their son who made the show, but he has now transitioned to be a woman, and that's sort of like a big part of the whole thing with change. And then he comes back and he hasn't seen his parents in a while, and his dad is upset about it, and he doesn't understand it, and he's angry, but then he learns to accept it when Ralph, now named Rachel, brings the cartoon back and just kind of like showing them this is still who I am kind of thing. And it was kind of a heartwarming story, and there were some laughs in there too.
You know, I know you said Bullshit. It was called Rocko's Modern Life. It sounds like what you're talking about is Rocko's postmodern neo-Marxist life.
Whoa. Take the words right out of my mouth.
All right, firstly, so this is how we know we can double check that this is fiction, because Ed Bighead would never, you understand what's going on here. Secondly, Wacky Deli, yeah. Come on. Did they mention that at all?
Which one?
Wacky Deli? The cartoon that they used to watch?
I am the cheese. I am the best character on the show.
Oh, wow.
See, that's what the cartoons was at in this cartoon.
The whole thing was a lot. There was actually some really funny visual gags about drones that kind of made me laugh. They made fun of drones a lot, which is
any Obama jokes?
No, no Obama jokes.
That would have been the cherry on top.
I mean, there was some ham-fisted stuff where it's like, I got the iPhone 7. I got the iPhone 8. Oh my God, the iPhone 9 is coming out, and it's like, okay, we're this is well tread territory, so
we deserve it.
Yeah, but this is nothing new for the show. Rocko's Modern Life, back when the show was on, had a number of storylines and plots that did tread
very risque references.
Yeah.
I remember the episode where doesn't Rocko accidentally call a phone sex hotline, and then he gets on the phone with Mrs.
And there was an episode where Mr. Bighead was a closeted clown, but nobody would understand him, so he had to like keep this like thing behind. So there's if
just
you guys
like Bill O'Reilly.
Exactly. And if you guys want to go to the link in the document, or just put it in the thing.
Yeah, I got it.
There, if you scroll down, there's a video I want to play here. We can all watch it together.
I love it.
There's going to be an embedded tweet on the article.
The Biscuit one.
Some fat loser
Biscuit
with a
basher.
beard named Biscuit.
Wait, Biscuit. Yeah. Oh, this fat fuck.
Let me dismiss these porn pop-ups.
Okay. I'll do it for my parents. But since the last time I saw them, I've changed. I'm not Ralph anymore. I'm Rachel.
What?
All right. Whatever.
So this post went kind of viral, and it's this guy just watch this, and he pauses.
I love that that's his commentary.
What? Well, his tweet.
I was trying to look at which character had made that noise, and then I realized it wasn't any of them.
No.
He said, "Oh my God, these bastards did it! They revived my favorite childhood cartoon just to turn Ralph transgender. SJW Netflix takes another victim. Then they wonder why they're losing They wonder why they're losing money. That Invader Zim special is doomed." Doom.
So you think it's going to be
I added that myself.
There's an Invader Zim special coming out?
There is, and I'm also pretty excited for that.
Yeah,
they're also supposed to bring back Animaniacs soon, I think, too.
Really? I'll take that.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
I love being pandered to.
Mm-hmm. All about it.
So yeah, I mean, people are upset about this. I know the article we had pulled up called the plot line disturbing or terrifying or something.
They said they said the backlash to Rocko's Modern Life is disturbing. So the backlash is disturbing, the article says. Yeah, like, you know, surprise, media reflects, you know, modern life. Like nobody... That's what
Rocko's Modern Life.
That's what creative media does, is it commentates on things that are currently happening.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have no reason to fucking watch anything if it's just talking about shit that, like, what's the point in doing anything if it's not tied back to the real world? And surprise, this is an issue that's being talked about right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's funny because, you know, you have people upset about transgender things, or people upset about the lack of understanding about transgender things. And like, this is literally called Rocko's Modern Life. And the clip I just saw
pretty modern.
Isn't pro or against. It's just representing that.
No, it's pretty pro. Like, the characters respond and they're like, "Oh, that's awesome."
All right. Well, you're telling me it's pro, but with the clip I just watched, I don't know. I don't think I would get angry about that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like he just kind of stopped there and he was like, "What?
Huh? Click on my video, Biscuit Boy."
So you remember when
face.
Spider-Man 3 came out on DVD?
Jesus Christ.
There's a huge
I can never forget.
backlash. There's a huge backlash because
It was supposed to be on Laserdisc.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on Laserdisc. And, that's just the sign of the times. We all can't, keep our Laserdisc collection.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there was a whole lot of whatever in this, and I think people like some of the people that are the most mad are like they're showing this to kids. Children are getting their minds invaded by this whatever way of thinking. But I was also thinking to myself as I was watching it, I'm like, I don't really even know who this is for. Because, like, the humor, it's still very retained to the Rocko's Modern Life that we remember, but which was also a cartoon for kids. The writing and the humor is somewhat childish, but all the references and callbacks are things from the 90s to the, like I said, it's a parody in a way. So it's like, it seems like it's meant more for people
I think that's the target audience, and then kids will watch it because it's a cartoon. I think that's
right, but it's like they honestly, I don't think they would get a whole lot out of it because
Probably not.
it really.
But
felt,
it's not. It's not for kids. Like, hands down, this is not for kids. Like,
I used to watch it as a kid.
Well, you watched it as a kid, but it's
especially
to an adult audience now.
It's appealing to the nostalgia.
Yeah, kids just want to have.
It's not designed for us.
Yeah, kids just want to have their eyes glued to an iPad with Daddy Shark and fucking Indian cartoons that barely speak English.
Yeah.
It's definitely for us.
So I got a punishment though.
Please.
Can I say one thing about?
Yeah, go
Are you
on.
gonna punish Biscuit?
Okay, so the big heads are fucking frogs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aren't frogs known to like change gender just naturally?
Yes.
Like
Are you telling me the frogs are gay? No.
It was the fucking.
To let me know the facts? You're trying to tell me that the government is working together with Capri Sun
It was
right now?
It was why Jurassic Park happened.
As our women and children sleep,
It's why Jurassic Park happened.
Yeah.
Gender-changing frogs
So-
are why Jurassic Park happened. It's
My
natural.
other favorite documentary.
It's a good indie flick.
So the punishment here is this may not be as much of a punishment as it might be a reward to our friend Biscuit who tweeted that. He gets a voiceover role in the new Invader Zim special, or he has to play a Hispanic transgender communist character, whatever the hell else.
LGBTQ.
So, yeah, he loves these cartoons so much, and he's got such a cartoonish voice. We're gonna put him in it, but he doesn't get to pick the role. Sorry.
Ooh.
That's really, really kind of you. Because he obviously just wants attention.
Well, he's getting it.
Yeah.
How many of these people though, like if they had sort of struck it rich though, would just completely abandon all of their beliefs that they hold most sacred? All of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, what's the point? You're only out for attention to gain something. And once you have money, you have everything.
By the way, go to patreon.com/thoughtcops.
Yes.
You can go
What's
ahead. The more you donate, the less morals I'll have.
I like that.
So that'd be kind of fun to watch.
I'll second that for Roast Mortem. We also have a Patreon, but this is your show, so definitely go to Thought Cops Patreon first.
Check both out.
Check them. You got a wallet full of cash. Throw that our way. We'll do whatever the hell. We'll think however you want.
We know about you. We know what you think about.
We read your diaries.
Dear Journal.
All right.
It's me, Doug.
Oh no.
Should we do one more? We either got the Barstool Sports one or Mia Khalifa.
Oh God, Mia.
Let's do the Mia.
Okay, let's do it.
So you guys seen porn lately? You guys watch porn?
A little
You
bit,
see this? You heard about this? You jack off
read
to
about
this?
it.
Once a day.
Every morning, wake up. Right next to the stocks.
There's so many of us on this episode. We all have so many funny answers and riffs.
Wait, hold on. Let me redo this. Let this motorcycle go by. Let me redo this. All right. Do you guys watch porn? Wrong answers only. Go.
Negative.
Yes.
I'll put my eyes closed.
No way, dude.
Sometimes, but it's always different.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Yeah, sometimes things can be different.
Grant, well, Grant, why do you bring this up? You got something to say?
Famed, arguably the most famous internet porn star. I don't really know how that happened, but it's true. Mia Khalifa says she only made $12,000 in the porn industry.
Oh.
And people are unbelievable. They're non-believing.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Dubious.
Well, this is the thing,
This
man.
is the show. Nobody cares about any of this stuff. We just got to talk about it. I don't know.
It's true. People are on fucking RedTube and Pornhub, and they're not paying a dime to Mia.
That's true.
We all know who she is. You know, we said wrong answers only, but the wrong answer was no.
But that doesn't matter. Everyone had a Facebook at one point, and they seem to be doing okay.
It's not my
There's
fault.
revenue coming in.
I don't think
not my problem.
Pornhub. Yeah, I don't think that's like. I don't think that they're. Nobody's getting demonetized on Pornhub. They're just automatically demonetized because people just re-upload stuff.
That was definitely the squirt from 2 days ago. Come on, kick it up a notch.
So she's saying she hasn't made a lot of money from this whole business.
I remember when Goth Charlotte was on. Check that episode out. She was talking about how her stuff, like how it had to be on Pornhub because you have to be on Pornhub because it's the #1 porn site, but you don't make any money off Pornhub.
What was the
unless
other,
you're like the top 10
fans only or whatever?
I don't
that's
know.
The website.
That's like I think her personal page or whatever.
Right, but that's how they get the real money though.
Yeah.
Is they have this other website where you donate money, and I think it's more of a personalized.
It's the
thing.
Patreon for adult film actresses.
Yeah.
Porntreon. It's right there.
Low-hanging fruit. I like it.
Oh, that's dangerous, man. Porntreon.
Why is it like? All right, so I gotta ask this. She makes $12 million. $12,000, which is chump change.
Yeah,
doing porn. How does this reach 100 million people?
There was no charging admission.
Explore page,
I can tell you why people are beating off to the moving thumbnails.
Yeah.
Oh, that's enough for me.
Oh yeah.
That's
Also,
all I need.
NPR reported on it.
Oh really? Hi, it's me, Brian Lehrer. You could hear the crust falling out of my mouth every morning at 10 o'clock.
There's I think one of the reasons why she's the most famous porn star is because she did a film in which she wore a hijab and got nailed wearing it, and then people in other countries were like, "Hey, you can't do that. We're gonna kill you."
Got it.
Also, one more question. So I did see this article, and she was only in porn for like a month or two.
Oh,
a couple of months. It was less than a year.
Right.
I mean, that changes everything.
How many dicks do you think she took?
Ooh,
I don't know.
7?
Yeah. Well, how many gangbang scenes did she do?
Let's say she did 12 dicks. That's a good going rate. What is she complaining about?
Dick.
Dude, I mean, were any of those dicks dangerous, though? Were any of them dangerous dongs? Because then you had to pay workers' comp.
Oh, yeah. Hazard pay, right,
yeah.
Travis?
They're all dangerous.
It's extra for anal.
I don't
So
know.
she has.
Anal's like guacamole, always extra.
Gotta do more anal scenes.
Well, I don't know if she was complaining about it. It sounded more like a clarification because people are like, oh, well, you must be loaded. And she's like, well, no, I didn't make all that much money from it. And they did some YouTube
Hey, sister,
video
we hear
or something.
ya. We hear you. The struggle's real. If you guys want to go to the link, we're gonna.
No, we don't. I don't think we have to watch this because this is like a long form video, and I didn't.
I actually did come across this video too, and what I will say is they definitely hired the same sound guys they use on porn sets.
All right, did we? What's the punishment for Mia Khalifa? Well, because the whole thing with why people are upset because they're like, oh, it's sex workers not paid enough. So who's the target of the sentencing for this?
Interesting.
It's all of us, or all of the.
It's the sound guy on that video.
Yeah, sound guy. Hey, maybe we could hear a little bit more, pulling and pushing. If you know what I'm saying. The argument.
I don't know what you're saying. Please explain to me.
If you don't know, you'll never know. I'll leave it at that.
I can demonstrate right now. It's like
No, don't.
It's so you should be their Foley guy,
right. I
It doesn't
know.
even have
For
to be
porn?
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be real sex noise. Just a fucking clip clop on the piece of wood.
I'm actually I'm like a big proponent. Like sometimes if I'm getting really saucy and I'm on a porn website, I type in lavalier mic. Because I just want to see porn stars with that little wire running, like taped to their chest, making noises.
It's not taped to their chest; it's taped to their pelvis.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah,
true.
Got to hear some goop sounds. That's all. I took it there.
Interesting.
And you're proud. You're not sorry at all.
I'm not sorry. Why would I be sorry?
And you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be.
Thank you.
Let's move right on, though, to Thought Cops. We're doing a key to the city. We like to end on a positive note here because there's a lot of filth out there on the internet, right?
Yeah.
You know, we spend the whole show talking about that garbage. So let's end on a positive note. I'll begin. My Thought Cops key to the city this week goes to me. That's
really?
right. Because I went viral, baby.
What'd you do?
Ooh.
He
made $13,000 from porn.
I wish. I bought.
He spent $13,000 on porn.
Did you guys ever play Mario 64?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
You know the first level, Bob-omb Battlefield? You know that painting you jump into?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought a poster of that, and I got it custom framed, and I put it up in my apartment, and I took a picture of it.
That's awesome.
It sits right behind all of the amiibos.
Yeah, that's right, and those are not mine, to be fair. But I this got tossed around quite a bit. I got 36,000 likes on it.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, fine.
Wow. Dude, what does it feel like?
About the same.
You ever jump into the painting?
Well, the caption was the caption. If I may, the caption
quoting
was
yourself.
Yeah.
Gee, I sure hope none of my house. I can't even do it myself. Gee, I sure hope none of my house guests try to triple jump into my wall.
Dude,
you shouldn't.
I'm glad we're doing this remote because I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. Like drywall,
it's tempting, man.
See,
I don't think you're allowed
there's Kyle's.
to.
There's Kyle's. They punch holes in drywall. There's Travis's. It's a very southern name. We just jump right through.
And then you got Mario's. That's not a racial thing either. It's not.
Yeah, that's like that's the M word.
You got Mario's who just jumped through the painting.
Yeah.
And then a Pippi in the chat here went ahead and posted a link to it.
Can we just go ahead and call Mario Fredo's?
Oh, there
even though he fucking copied Pippi, he saved the image and then posted it to his own Twitter.
Well, he took the watermark off too.
Jesus Christ!
Oh man!
All right.
If Pippi gets more retweets and likes on his photo than you got on yours, I'm going to. He gets key to the city.
I'll eat my hat.
Kevin, I'd put like a wall safe behind that thing. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's the worst idea, Cody. That's where you keep all the stars.
I was going to say
which is your stolen cash.
I was going to say mushrooms.
Even better, he says,
Okay.
I won't even eat my hat. I'll eat Zwick's visor.
Yeah, eat that shit.
To be fair, Zwick has 2 visors.
I'll eat them
I
both.
don't know why, but he has one on his head and one that he wears on his belt loop. I guess
I've seen that. I have gotten drunk with Zwick, so I've seen it in person.
Zwick, do you wear them upside down and backwards? Question. Are we cool? Are we really
tilted?
cool? Are we really cool here?
How many
I haven't seen
frosted
him do
tips
it.
we got?
That visor will get you drunk.
Fuck yeah, I do. Okay.
Oh, he said, "Fuck yeah, I do." All right. Well, anybody have a key to the city?
Pippi's already getting some fucking retweets and likes on the thing he stole from me.
He's coming for that crown.
I got a key to the city I'd like to hand out.
Shoot.
I want to give my key to the city to non-dipshit protesters, and I'm peeping you, Hong Kong. So
Cody's Asian is coming in full force.
A little bit. There's a full moon tonight. I'm all Asian.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's weird and debilitating. But before it happens, good on them for not getting too violent. They're spamming Pepe a little too hard, and we all know what happens when Pepe gets into your political statements. It's a slippery slope. But other than that, they seem to be good eggs and hanging in there and persevering while fighting for what really matters, democracy.
Total solidarity with the Hong Kong guys, but I also saw them, those water balloon launchers, the giant slingshots? They were slingshotting bricks at the police headquarters, so I don't know.
Okay, take it back.
100%.
It's all taken back right now.
Nah, do it. Fuck the police.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're on Thought Cops.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are
can't
thought police.
That's
it's different.
That's like the N-word for thought cops.
Okay.
Police? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
here's
the police.
Cody going off. As the moon gets fuller, the eye gets smaller.
It's the same size, just... No, I'm not even going to say it.
Not sorry. I don't even care.
Hi, Cody.
Never sorry.
Konnichiwa, Cody.
What was that, haiku, Cody?
I said haiku, Cody. Konnichiwa.
I'm not even that Asian.
Whatever.
All right, who's next?
I'll go. So, key to the city is going to this dude, Cater Silla. He's this like 15 or 16-year-old like little black skater dude who just he's a skateboarding master. And I'm looking at I came across his videos.
How do you spell the name?
It's Kadr, and his last name is Sylla. Silla, I guess. But yeah, like I watch his videos and I'm like, that's what I wanted to be doing at some point. And you're half my age.
Oh,
because I love skateboarding. I've always have, but I've never been good at it. But I'm so happy to see this kid.
He's really good.
Yeah, this dude fucking shreds. Like, I'm amazed when I watch him skateboard.
Dude, you're never going back, Tom.
And I know, but I'm gonna keep talking about it.
All right, the good old days, glory days. We should make a video game called Tom's Glory Days Skating.
Yeah, you can see all the cool shit I did.
That sick Christ air.
You can see me fucking do a sweet nose manual while playing a Randy Rhoads V. Just fucking tapping the shit out of it, listening to Crazy Train.
Yeah, dude. I was there.
Hell yeah.
You'll write the book, Travis.
I will.
I was like seeing young and upcoming skate talent. I don't skate anymore, but I just like that shit. I love dudes who skate and fucking actually shred and do new shit.
All right.
Nice.
And this dude Cater is killing it.
He's really good.
Cool. All right, who's next?
All right, I got a key to a city. And this is not a new thing on the internet by far, but I feel like it's not really represented in our culture.
Are you going to talk about Papa John's?
I'm not talking about Papa John's, because why would I talk about Papa John's, Tom? Shut up. I am talking about, there's a YouTube video, if you go on YouTube and search up ceiling fan rescue. There's a lot of ceiling fans that go completely unnoticed in today's society. And let me tell you, they keep us cool, dude. They keep us so fucking cool. And like it's almost like having a male stripper stand above you and windmill the entire night. Keep those breezes, the smells. Breezes and smells, right? So
you told me you wouldn't embarrass us on
I'm not embarrassing you. I'm telling you a serious issue. If you go to YouTube and look up ceiling fan rescue, you will see some ceiling fans in very urgent need and
Jesus
care.
Jesus Christ. I'm looking at it now.
And let me tell you,
it's heartbreaking.
It's really heartbreaking because they need our help. They can't defend themselves. Ceiling fan rescue.
And for the price of a cup of coffee a day, you can adopt a ceiling fan.
I had to just look up at the ceiling here in Grant's room, and I'm like, is there a ceiling fan in here?
No.
And I'm not paying attention to? No, there definitely is not.
I just moved, and I don't have a ceiling fan in my apartment. I'm thinking about adopting.
Okay.
You should.
Rescuing.
You really should.
Rescue one.
Yeah.
Yeah, rescuing.
Hey, who rescued who?
Oh, my God.
Was that everybody?
We have one more.
Oh, Mike.
If you have a key to the city?
Yeah. Make it happen, Mike.
Any kind of panda video I see on Facebook or Instagram, they just brighten my day. I just watch little pandas run around and stuff like that and sneeze.
You a furry?
Dude, that's
so
like
fucking
furry. Wait, the panda sneezing videos from like 2002, Mike. Come on.
Yeah, but there's like other videos. Like you type in like the hashtag panda on Instagram, you'll see like little baby pandas just running around zoos and shit and like fucking.
And you can just go ahead and follow that tag: panda videos, panda babies.
Yeah,
some like Japanese accounts that come up that have like all these like crazy pandas and shit.
Pandas are
that's
Chinese,
just a whole
Mike.
lot better than just politics.
Yeah, it just makes me feel good.
What if there was a panda politician?
Mike's into bears.
Yeah. If you're a panda out there, hit me up.
Actually,
I think that there's already a panda politician. What's the guy's name in China that
Andrew Yang? What's his name? He wants to give $1,000 bamboo shoots to every U.S. citizen every month. Is that it? I don't know. Is that what you're talking about, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
we have in our Discord server an ongoing sort of like countdown to when Donald Trump inevitably calls Andrew Yang a Chinaman.
Oh wow!
But I really want to see the day when that comes.
Oh. Surprised that hasn't. There's a timer. I'm surprised it didn't happen yet. Actually,
it's not. It's a theoretical timer. It's a framework that we haven't delved into.
If he gets far enough in the primaries,
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
And that's why you should go out there and vote.
Yeah.
Thought cops go to the polls so we can hear the president say something racist.
What a world to live in.
Keep that tradition alive.
Yeah.
All right. My key to the city this week goes to this guy, Gary Bralsma, who did a video called Numa. I'm kidding.
Jesus
my key to the city this week goes to. So we're talking about politics here. We're talking about this clown, this Cheeto head in the Oval Office that we got. And, the country's harshly divided along two strong lines, and everyone's wondering, when is 9/11/2 going to happen make the country come back together? Because I'm
9/12.
9/12. When's 9/12 going to happen?
Next month.
That's how that works. That's how numbers work.
Thank you. When's 9/12 going to happen? Because I'm so tired of arguing with my family. And when are we all going to develop that social cohesion back together and understand what it means to truly be American? And I think that Jeffrey Epstein's suicide has done that. That's basically...
Yes.
It's brought us all back together.
We're all
because everybody's like, he didn't do that.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Everyone.
The whole political spectrum is just like, that motherfucker got got.
Not a single person that buys it.
It's like everybody's like not only like convinced that he got killed, but they're also like, good. Fuck that guy.
Nothing needs to be. Yeah. No wrongdoing here.
It's not good, and it's not because I think he's gonna be some key to some truth that's gonna change our government or anything like that. But he's got $1 billion, right?
He's in Cuba.
Let's get that $1 billion.
Yeah.
Let's do something sick with it. Let's fucking open up a Six Flags.
Dude, fuck the wall.
Buy some pandas.
We can't get the
Fuck
money.
the wall, just make a half pipe. And if you want to enter our country, you gotta hit some fucking sick half pipe moves. Right?
Right?
Yeah, then you're a citizen automatically.
Yeah.
Grant, I want to be 100% clear here. Your key to the city this week is going to Jeffrey Epstein.
I mean, he's a martyr in his own right.
And you're
not in the good, not in the bad way, but in the good way.
And to you, he's a hero.
No, he's not a hero.
You know what I say? I say that a hero can save us. I'm not Epstein. Fly away.
Epstein hanging in his cell. I hold on to the wings of a hero.
Eagle.
I know it's already burnt out, but someone told me love no saver.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say I was kidding when I said he was hanging in his cell. I said I meant to say that there was a bullet in his brain.
Oh,
yeah.
Or whatever the hell happened.
A noose-shaped bullet.
A noose-shaped bullet. So, hey, conspiracy theories, welcome. You can leave us a voicemail at 312-788-7361 or email us an audio file at thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. And we're going to get to some voicemails very soon. But before we do, boys, where can we find you?
Boys.
Oh, this is my favorite part now.
Tom, you hate doing this.
I know. I'll just say, well, fuck it. You got Google. We're Roast Mortem Cast. Check that shit out.
I'm off the grid.
Mike's off the grid.
Right, Facebook, internet, whatever Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg owns. You can find
check out the internet, everybody.
You guys on GeoCities?
Dude, we're not
Angel
on
Fire,
fucking GeoCities.
Wishes.
I can't be, check out my fucking Dragon Ball Z site. I mean, sorry, you can't.
All right, but let's be honest. We all want money, so the Patreon. You just go to the Patreon. Patreon.com/roastmortemcast. Everything else, whatever. It's just numbers, just likes.
Yeah, wherever you find podcasts.
Like you too, If
you find me, I'll follow you.
Oh, yeah, we always follow back.
So that's what Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
Oh, it's Roast Mortem Cast. Everything across the board, Roast Mortem Cast. We even just started a Snapchat, which is exclusively the tip of Mike's dick.
Yes.
But he doesn't want to show the whole thing, because, he doesn't get that Mia Khalifa money,
Yeah, I'm shy.
Yeah, I'm insecure, dude.
Not yet.
I'll make a man out of you one day.
You just quote Mulan?
Yeah, I did. Fuck yeah, I did.
I thought he was quoting Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's the thing of the evening.
Wow! You had to, man.
You have to.
Applause,
it's opportunity.
Yeah.
It only comes once in a lifetime. Eminem,
very good, extremely good.
And you guys have any personal social media you want to plug?
No.
Nah.
All right.
Follow me on MySpace. All right, let's get to some voicemails now.
Hey, Thought Cops, it's ASU Riley. My 2 minutes of hate this
Bobby
week
from,
is when people
King
get
of the Hill?
viral celebrity tweets on Twitter about something funny that is a joke or something, and then they promote something that's not that under the tweet. They're like, oh my gosh, look at my PayPal or my Instagram. But luckily, Kevin, you host a comedy podcast about dorky, nerdy stuff, so it's totally on brand.
What?
To plug your podcast under your sick tweet this week. You're like the next Luke out there making big tweets. Can't wait to hear about this in Vice when you get kicked off the internet for, Mario stuff.
Well, I certainly hope that doesn't happen to me.
He can't be kicked off the internet. We are the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
the
Yeah.
premise of this podcast.
Yeah, I am the fucking law.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the kind words of support, Riley. I don't intend on getting canceled for my cool framed poster, but we'll see. Anything can happen.
Riley, come back out to New York.
Yeah, shout out Riley. We ate together in a cafeteria in a mall.
Yeah.
Dude, did you do a kickflip in the cafeteria in the mall, Mike?
Yeah,
we went to a Zoomies.
Those are food courts, Travis.
Dude, I'm all about cafeterias, not food courts. Come on, let's be real.
Cricket.
Yeah, you guys hear that still?
I did hear it. Yeah,
yeah, that's the
it's in there.
Fifth member of Roast Mortem.
It's like I turn off the air conditioning, and I think this fucking cricket lives inside of my unit.
Yeah,
I don't have enough dust off to get it away.
He's living rent free in your head.
Yeah,
I'm going to destroy him.
Yeah, the cricket is just like, you're breathtaking.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
What up? I'm hating from a cracked screen on an empty stomach, and I ain't busy yet. It's notable alum 100 sports cars.
And it's me again. Dude, I'm losing my mind over the Jeffrey Epstein thing. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. They just did it. They just killed him, and they're not even trying to hide it. Like, no one believes it. No one believes it. Like, thinks that he killed himself. Like, even
9/12, baby.
The most normie Full House Friends watching moms are like, yeah, he got whacked. What the hell is going on? I don't know. I can't sleep. It's upsetting me.
The billionaire pedophiles control the world, and they won. Yay, just in time for another session. Okay, guys, have an awful night.
All right, well,
I told you, 9/12. This is it.
9/12, it's going to happen. And it did happen. It started with a fucking pedophile's neck.
The twin phalluses will fall. We'll get soft.
One was definitely thicker than the other.
Well, it's Trump and Clinton, the twin phalluses. Come on.
Yeah,
got it.
Can you double barrel them both?
That's tricky. Ask Mia.
Mia, go on, Thought Cops.
My 2 minutes of hate goes out to those customers out there when you're at the line and the item rings up improperly and it doesn't give a price. Time stops around you. Everything is moving slower. You realize that the inevitable is coming, and you realize that there is nothing you can do to stop it. You agonize internally and you wish for death, but death will not come. Instead comes the inevitable, and the customer says, "Guess it must be free!" Thoughts of rage have already entered your mind, but there's nothing you can do because the truth is that this joke is eternal, and there is nothing you can ever do to stop it. It's going to happen until the end of time. You look at the customer and they have the audacity to laugh. They're laughing at this joke. They think they're funny. You want to die, and you also want to kill. This is the joke that will doom us all. Also, hi, Roast Mortem. You guys seem pretty cool, I guess.
Hey! I like that.
Wow.
That was intense. That was
Yeah.
scary.
That was Police Guy Lars from the first podcast. I would laugh at that, but that hit me so deep in my soul that I don't think I can even continue doing the podcast anymore. That hurt.
So what registered job did you work, Grant? That
I worked
makes
at
you feel this way?
I worked at Starbucks for a number of
Which
years.
What dates?
What dates?
Yeah, like from what year to what year?
What?
Yeah, how
I
many
want to know your
coffees
fucking
did you
hire
scan?
history.
A
You're
lot
a
of
barista.
coffees. A lot of coffees.
I never saw you there. I don't know if I don't even know if this is true.
Well, wait until next year for your own 913. But in the meantime, let me answer these questions.
That was a great voicemail.
It was well done.
I've been there. I've been at a register ringing someone up, and they say that, and I want to murder them.
It's so
I
funny.
give me shit away for free when I was working at Dunkin' Donuts.
I wouldn't even fucking humor people with any. I would just go, no, it's not.
Yeah, I could see
It's double for you, asshole.
It's free.
What do you do? Like, I'm not gonna be a dick to you, but at the same time, it's not funny. Do you think you invented it? Is that what you think? You think you invented that joke? Do you really think you get that for free? Is that how you think things work?
Now, so you're ringing something up, and that happens. You can't ring it up. They go, "Oh, I guess it's for free." And then, imagine when they have a kid who's self-aware, and they're like, "Oh my god, my dad's a dipshit."
It's these Gen X parents with their Zoomer kids.
Yeah, I mean it's rough. So I get it. I rang shit up. I've been there, done that, but I feel bad for the kids. They're sitting in the car, it's just like this is your role model.
I mean, that's one of the parents that don't even roll down the window.
I would say the one positive thing to come out of irony poisoning is at least people have a sense of self-awareness not to say stupid shit like this.
I mean, some people, but not fucking if you're making that joke, you're already too far lost, man.
Yeah, there's always an older person I noticed that made those jokes.
Yeah,
someone that was in their 60s or something like that.
Well, the young kid says it; they're fucked up. You have to kill them. You have to murder them.
Yo, if a young kid ever said that to me, I'd be like, "Bro, you just posted cringe."
You're canceled.
Oh, sorry, dude. I don't know how much these White Claws are. On point.
Let's do the next one here.
Yeah, let's do Super Drund.
Super Drund. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Zwick.
Okay, I'm scared.
Super
The
Drund.
D key is so far away from the K key, dude. How'd you do that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 away.
Zwick, leave all of this in.
Super Drund. All right, let's play it.
Got it.
All right, ready?
Sluttering strangulars, juggling jugulars.
What is this?
Slap, floppy titty freaks. I see fucking peace in the house. Abracadabra.
Why did you do this?
I'm Violent J and I'm back like a vertebrae.
No.
And I come with a hat full of tricks.
Come on, dude.
Bag full of fago, car full of fat chicks. fuck you, wicked clowns. We like to say what's up to the Cobras, X-Men, and everybody with calm love, even since we never heard of Linda Town with the big top, 4 yards down, and 2 more still to drop. And when it does, it walk up and hit the road, cause I don't want to see your head explode. Toss me an axe and I'll toss you a dead chicken. Add a buck, I'll get a 2-liter with him. We're going on with the show. It's Hocus Pocus Jokers. Great.
Oh my god. This is 2 minutes long. It's halfway
I just realized that.
Hocus Pocus Jokers
There's
ride.
so much lore
Come
in
take a
San
spin on a
Posse.
carny ride. Hocus Pocus Jokers ride. Come take a spin on a carny ride. Bam! Sugar like a Loki, Shaggy the clown back like scoliosis. Call me a psycho schizo freak, and I'll call you by your name, Dick Anus.
Well, thanks, Zwick, for
the reason I call people
Zwick.
Dick Anus
all that you do for
is
us.
because of this song. Anyhoozle. So
let's move on to the next voicemail.
He was definitely murdered, right? There's no way he suicided himself. Like, I know I'm a conspiracy theorist and all that, but like, also, definitely check out the Old Dirty Bastard of the Roast Mortem Cast. You'll definitely have a good time. Have a good one.
No.
Peace.
Pretty much.
Oh, Zwick.
Shout out this guy.
Oh, Zwick, we love you.
All right, well, you know, ICP,
Thank you,
Roast
Zwick.
Mortem, it's like Fago,
That was best voicemail.
and Ring Dings.
What are you talking about?
We've never had a ring ding out here. All right, whatever.
God, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was
beautiful.
Awesome.
God, that tickled me pink.
I've never listened to any other ICP song except Miracles.
Oh, it's the best one. That's all you have to listen to.
That's it? I can
that's
stop
the
there.
only
We're
one.
good. Yeah. I actually
Cancel.
went out to, in Illinois, southern Illinois, I think it's called like Big Rock Campgrounds or something. I went to some death metal open air fest, and it was where they had the gathering of the Juggalos the previous year.
What it smelled like.
And we walked, it smelled awful, and there were like gunshot holes like through all the fucking stop signs and everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And like just walking through the woods, you could just like smell like, you know, just crusty gauges falling out people's ears, you know, like bottles of Fago.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was a great
rusty
time, though.
gauges are
I can't
so
complain.
hot.
You're fucked.
Yeah, I mean,
You're obnoxious
I'm
and you're
eating some
fucked.
fish like the show I should go to instead of ICP.
You start eating.
I don't know. I'm hungry. This Portland. We have culinary great things here, like goldfish. They're favor blasted.
Pepper and frying, baby.
You know, the Thought Cops, they invite us here.
Yeah.
And you're going to be that obnoxious?
Yeah, what the fuck, Travis?
Yeah,
Hey,
we'll
he's not chewing into the mic.
I mean,
It's
if you guys
fine.
want.
I'll tolerate anything so long as there's humor behind it.
Dude, I'll chew into the mic.
Well,
I mean,
you know
I'm really
that-
good at Foley, and like that's kind of what I do.
No, you're just actually chewing into the mic, though.
Yeah. All right, stop it.
It's not Foley.
You're awful. Please stop. Awful.
All right, let's hit that next voice, please.
Yeah. Yeah. New
this is
recording 18. That MP3. All right, ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
I don't do the girlfriend thing. That's why I'm single. Most women don't understand me. I'm manic and intense, esoteric and intelligent, hypersexual, passionate. And I will sucker punch your psyche in such a subtle way that for years you'll walk around wondering what the hell happened. Kevin, that's what you messaged me. 7/27/19.
Wow.
He's messaged this to me several times whenever I change my profile picture on Twitter.
Okay.
Oh, my.
I like that. That's a good superpower. Like,
He thinks I'm
inflicting
some kind
mental
of manic
trauma.
pixie dream girl or something.
Is he?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not scared, but I'm thinking.
He's thinking.
I'm thinking.
Everyone needs love.
And then
He put a screenshot of it.
that is admittedly really funny. I hate to encourage him, though, you know? We got one last voicemail here.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
My 2 minutes of hate is people that, in response to you telling them about your technical difficulties, say, instead of, oh, maybe try this, or, oh, I've never heard of this, what could it be? Say, well, it's working for me. Motherfucker, I didn't ask if it was working for you. I was telling you that mine doesn't work. What's so difficult to understand? Man, god damn. This happened to me yesterday twice. I was trying to play old Battlefield 3 with my buddy. And for some reason, when I was talking to him over Discord, my mouse wouldn't work in the game. So then I was telling him, oh, it doesn't work. And he said, oh, yeah, it works for me. Yeah, no shit, it works for you. Motherfucker.
It's like, walk me through the steps. How did this work for you? Tell me what you did to get that to happen.
You don't have a good friend.
Stop playing Battlefield 3 with this guy. He's a piece of shit.
There's a lot of other Battlefields.
There's a lot of Battlefields out there.
This is why men don't talk about when their dicks don't work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we all been there. We have that moment in our lives where we're drinking like every day for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, my dick doesn't work that much. You know?
Wait, but I do that publicly on our show sometimes.
Well, we talk about that stuff, but we're Roast Mortem. We're not a technology-based thing. We're history. We talk about the history of people, science, the world, our penises. It all gets
history bros are like the same as
history of erectile dysfunction.
No, but I was just illustrating a point. That guy, that's a real fucking hate. I get that shit.
Yeah,
genuine.
I have a former roommate that, like, one of these days we'll have to do like an entire episode just like bashing him because it's hilarious. But we would split all of the bills evenly, so it's like I would pay the gas bill, another roommate would pay the electricity bill, and he would pay the internet bill. And the internet, when I first lived here, would go out all the time. It turned out that the landlord was so cheap that he was just like splitting cables off into like other people, so we were getting like half the internet power.
Oh jeez.
And it'd just go out constantly. The wiring's old, it was just shit, and Xfinity is very just terrible. And I'd always be like, hey, I got homework and my internet's not working. And the guy whose job it was to pay the internet bill and to correspond with Comcast would go, mine's working fine.
Yeah.
It's all good. Oh, great. I'm sorry you have all your porn on a hard drive.
Figure out yourself.
Offline.
It took him 8 years to get through school on a liberal arts degree, so I don't think he cared about like his homework getting done.
No, I mean, I got through my liberal arts degree real quick because I didn't get one. You know?
Also,
same.
The first 50 episodes of Thought Cops had to be recorded around his bathroom vocal sections. He would do vocal exercises in the bathroom. We had to time the recordings around that.
And he wasn't a good singer.
He sucks. Anyway, speaking of things that don't suck, guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
this is great.
dude. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for inviting. I feel like we metaphorically put our feet all over your couches.
Yeah.
But we had a great time. You have a great podcast. This is a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a great podcast too. I'm so glad. I feel like we should have gotten you on a long time ago, but you know, like scheduling and fucking life and shit, you know.
Life comes at you fast.
We've been out of commission for like 2 months. Like, we're just stringing together podcasts right now because a lot of shit's happening with us, but it's all good. Everyone's busy. We're just figuring it out.
I'm just gonna say you guys are way braver than I am because the internet is a scary place. History is full of dildos.
Oh yeah,
that's it. This is a bunch of dildos. The internet is full of like dildos, but they have razor blades in them, like Ugandan dildos.
I mean, that's gonna be history soon enough. So.
True.
Yeah, wait.
You're just current historians.
Exactly.
Those words don't make sense.
Shut up, Cody. Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to put that on my resume.
Are you new at thinking?
Please.
Are you new at thinking? Well, on that note, thanks everybody for listening. You can support the show at patreon.com/thoughtcops. For just $5 a month, you can be in the chat here and send shit to us. We'll talk, we'll play it on the show. And you can get a bonus episode of our show, Fire Bros, which we'll be recording very soon, where we're reviewing a number of different medias. So just, throw whatever you can, whatever you feel like. Patreon.com/thoughtcops. And you can leave your own voicemail for the show. We'll play it on here at no extra cost. 312-788-7361 or thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks, guys, for being on the show. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening.
That's rare.
Nice.